Hi everybody, Susie here, just another beauty guru. And I wanted to film a get ready with me while I get ready to go to Kansas City with my family. My grandson's having his big surgery in a couple of days. So I'm not going to be posting, or maybe I will with my granddaughter. But I wanted to do a quick get ready with me and go over some of the news that I've heard other influencers talk about. Gosh, I'm so tired. So yeah, let's do this, shall we? One good hurrah before I go. First things first, shout out to Ember. Hey girlfriend, I love you. Abu loves you. How are you, baby girl? I'm gonna see you very, very soon. Deontay, my big 8-year-old. I can't wait to see you. I'm gonna see you real soon. All right, formalities out of the way. So I did this look at work and it was so pretty, and so I think Ember's gonna like it a lot. It's pink and purple, and I'm using the plastic from Blend Bunny because I always shop my stash, and I'm using the Fresh Prints. Now today I'm gonna go ahead and use the NARS. I'm not sure how much I like it. I think I like my Anastasia better, which, you know, I fought and I wanted this NARS because the concealer is so good. This is going to be really good for dry skin people, though. If you're a dry skin girly, try the NARS. I'm not playing because it gets a little oily on me, and I'm normal to oily skin. So, yeah, try it. I think it will really work for your dry skin, because I know it's so hard to find a good formula. Oh, I'm kind of turned sideways. I know it's so hard. Well, I guess we're going to be kind of tilted, guys. Okay, yeah, maybe if I go this way. I'm tired. I'm waking up, though. I'm waking up. But yeah, so let's do some makeup, shall we? This will be fun. Oh my God, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, we're going to wake up. Not sponsored. Y'all, this is what my 52-year-old ass drinks. I know it's not good for you, but I need that caffeine. Do you realize the older you get, the more you need caffeine? Jesus wept. The other thing Jesus wept about is, guess what I heard? Just this morning when I was in my closet, something ran across the ceiling in my attic. And it wasn't my kitty, because he was right here. If I find another fucking squirrel in my bathroom again, I am going to lose my biscuits. This has got to be a Kansas situation here. Oh, you can't see my necklace. Like I was saying, this has got to be a Kansas thing, because I never had no squirrels in California. Never. The little fuckers wouldn't even come up to you. Here, they just roam inside your house and go into your bathroom and just do whatever they want. Yeah, because they're squirrels, and they're like, I'm a squirrel. Catch me if you can. You know how freaking hard it is to catch a squirrel? It is not. It is hard. My house looked like it had been ransacked. I had called for help. 3 other people came over. They were helping me. We were throwing blankets. Blankets went flying this way. Blankets went flying that way. And we could not catch this squirrel. Could not catch it. Could not catch it. Finally caught it an hour and a half later. And, you know, we had it cornered a couple of times, and he was cornered behind the bookshelf, and he was sitting there, and he was, you know, cussing us out in his little squirrel language, you know. Then he was praying to his squirrel god, you know, because I know he was praying because his little pawpaws were like this. You know, he was praying. Little squirrel, get out of my bathroom. Get out of my house. That's what I told him. Get out. All right, where's the brushes I used for this? I end up dirtying so many brushes when I decide on colors that I tend to have to wash my brushes again. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to wash my brushes before I leave for Kansas City. Okay, let's get some primer on, shall we? We've wasted enough time. Okay, primer is on. I'm going in with a clean brush to Pseudo Celeb from the Blend Bunny palette. It is the nice pink matte shade. Let's get this going, shall we? Oh, I got something dark. Old makeup. Old makeup. My eyes are dark. Oh my gosh. All right, Pseudo Celeb. Here we go. And I'm going to put this all over from the center of my eye and over. And then I'm going to get it up into the crease for my transition moment. Most of it's going to get covered up, but I do want it to have a nice soft blend. So let's blend this out. So anyways, how's everybody doing? I'm getting really, really anxious. Today we are going to Kansas City and we are going to get a hotel and probably take my grandson out to dinner tonight because he just celebrated his birthday. I got him a card and some cash because he's a sweetheart. And what do you get an 8-year-old boy who can't really play? Cash. Because then they can go to the thrift shop with $20. And get whatever they want. I love Macklemore. He is awesome. But yeah, we're going to take him tonight to go out to eat. And then now I'm going into the Fresh Prince Born and Raised. Born and raised. On a playground is where I spent most of my days. Okay, I'll stop. That's a little bit darker. It's pretty. And then tomorrow he has to go to the hospital at Children's Mercy and get all kinds of testing done so that he's ready for his surgery on Thursday. Thursday's the big day. And we're just going to wait till after Thursday. After Thursday, everything's going to be better. I just know it. It's going to be better. I believe it's going to be all right. And that's what we're sending is positive thoughts in the air, y'all. Positive thoughts. This is a very big surgery. An entire team of doctors agreed unanimously that it needs to be done. So let's do it. Fine. We got you. We're here. Let's do this. That's what I'm getting ready to do. In other news, because there's been a lot of news coming out, I heard that Anastasia Beverly Hills might be in some financial trouble. And that makes me sad because I love this impeccable foundation. Look, I started off getting ABH palettes from my husband. Granted, they came in broken, but he didn't know that. I got the Fall Romance, and that is a badass palette. It really is. And I got the Rose Quartz, which would have been a badass palette if it didn't come in broken. Damn it, man. But I'm telling you, I love me some ABH. They have good brow products. I love their brow products. They're just expensive, So I switched to, we're not going to talk about Bruno, Elf. And now I got to switch again. Not for price, but for pride. We'll call it pride. Little bastards. They're not going to go under without my business, so it doesn't matter. But it's the principle of the fact that they don't give a shit about women. They're all about the money. And right now, their target demographic, I'm not even their target demographic anymore. I need to just get over it. It's not even about me anymore. It's about 18-year-old kids. And another thing that really, really hurt my soul was at the dollar store getting a broom, to whack those squirrels with. And I saw the sign at the register. Do you know that sign was saying you cannot purchase cigarettes if you were born before? If you were born before. Guess what year you have to be born before? 2004. 2004, people. 2004. Do you know how young that is? I remember when it said 73. I remember when it said like more than that. But for real, y'all, I'm getting up there and it's bothering me. My age scares me. I'm okay. Sort of. Mortality sucks. You feel it. Time gets precious. I don't mean to flip y'all off. That's just the finger I prefer to use to put my glue on. Putting my NYX glitter glue on. I'm tapping it all over my lid because I'm going to put glitter all over my lid. And it's going to be pretty, 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 pretty. But I think Ember's really going to like this. I have to pack makeup too because there's no way I'm leaving without my makeup, y'all. Now, I don't think I'm going to pack my ring light because we're going to be in a hotel room and it's going to be cramped as it is. So, come on, Susie. Rein it in. Rein it in, girl. You can do this. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I remember now what colors I used. Okay, so I'm going to use Prince from the Fresh Prince. It's purple, and it's going to go on the purple. I'm going to use Faux, which is kind of a different shimmer shade. It's not exactly a glitter, but it's a shimmer that's going to go right over the pink. And then I'm going to use Plastic in the corner. Okay, so let's go in with Faux because she's a spotlight. She's a bright pink spotlight. See? Isn't that pretty? See? You can do this. It's just makeup. It washes off. It's fun. And who cares? Live your life. We only die once. You got to live every day. Live every day. Because I could die in a car crash on my way to Kansas City. I could, I could live to a ripe old age of 62, which isn't very far from now because that's what year how old both my parents were when they died. Several years apart, but they were both 62, and one died because he didn't take care of his diabetes. So take care of your health, people. And the other died because she smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day until she got lung cancer. So take care of yourself. And they were both 62 when it happened. And Daddy died, I was still not clean. I was not living the life I live today. And that really, when Daddy died, it put me into a tailspin and I stuck a needle in my arm. I'm going to turn this to this side where it's my mirror, where it's magnified. I know you can't see it and you don't care, but I care. So if in case you're wondering what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. Because I'm going to go in with plastic now. And anyways, when Daddy died, that was when my fall from grace happened, because I stuck a needle in my arm because I wanted to die. I didn't know a life without my dad, and I didn't know that there could be anything good, you know? And I'm so grateful I found a program that showed me a new way of life. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Sparkly! So, yeah, it scares me because I'm 52 myself now, and that's 10 years, you know, but I take care of my diabetes. I have good A1C numbers. Medications come a long way. I'm on this stuff called Mounjaro, and it's also known as a GLP-1. Look at that pimple on my lip. Look at that, sucker. As you can tell, I'm probably not going to wear lipstick today. Yes, she picked at her pimple. Did it work? No. No, it didn't. Let's try again. Ow. Did it work? Ah. Let's have another drink of caffeine, shall we? Caffeine, bring us to life. This is why you don't look into these mirrors very much, okay? But my eyes look fabulous. Fabulous, girlfriend, fabulous. So we're happy. We're happy. We're turning the mirror back around. Stop looking at the lip. Hope the swelling goes down. I'm going to try the Milani Conceal and Perfect today. Only because I'm running out of primers. I haven't bought a primer in a while. Been saving money. You know, I got this trip that I'm going to Kansas City for today, and I've got a little bit of money in the bank for it. But not much. Wanted to buy makeup, but this is more important. You know, as an adult with adult children, I am allowed to spend my money how I please. And so I've been blessed with being able to get myself the NARS makeup and these beautiful palettes and the concealer that conceals my age. And it's been wonderful to take care of me doing this. And I get to scale it back when I want to be a part of and helpful with my daughter and grandchildren, which I'm going to do today. So, ooh-wee, we got a nice fresh face full of dimethicone. Love me some dimethicone, baby. All right, let's see. Today, it's going to be a long one, so I'm going to do ABH and Color Stay today. It's going to be a long one. Well, you know, simply because the Lumi Matte will hopefully take away from the Radiance, Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. So it will help set that, balance out that radiance on my skin, because my T-zone And then right in here is where it wants to break up. Now, it doesn't break up right away. It lasts a good 8.5 hours. But last night I had to work the board meeting, and well, I had to come, and I had to add a little more makeup and fix my face, halfway through the day, because I wanted to look presentable at the board meeting. So that being said, let's get some foundation on. So how is everybody? What's going on? Yeah, like I said, ABH might be into some financial problems because they missed a payment on their loan and they're delinquent. They took out a sizable loan back in 2018, and it's not like they don't have the money to pay it, but they didn't pay it. It's come due. And I'm not talking like a mortgage note loan, like $1,000. I'm not talking $1,500. I'm not even talking a car payment. Y'all, we're talking a $600,000 payment that came due, and they didn't pay it. Now, if you want to know the deets, go over to Jen Loves. She is awesome. She does deep dives. She's excellent. She does excellent reporting of makeup industry news. And I didn't understand everything about it, but it did bring their rating down to a D- instead of, what it should be, which I thought should have been like an A, but it turns out they were actually at a C as it was. And I'm like, come on now. People still buy in ABH makeup. I am, for the love. How is it there? Well, the last thing of importance that they came out with was the Impeccable Foundation, which has been over a year ago. Now, the Impeccable Foundation is really, really good. I love it. It's top notch, y'all. Top notch. It's only $40, where my NARS was $54. But I did not pay for that at $54. I actually got it on Amazon for $30 because I bought it for science. I wanted to try it out. And it goes on beautifully. You see how beautiful that comes on? Look at my skin. I look beautiful. I love it. Love it. My color tone is Fiji. It's a little light for the summertime, but I think it's going to be beautiful in the fall, which is coming right up. So I'm not worried about it. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. I look beautiful. Look at yourself today and tell yourself you are beautiful, because you are. Don't listen to that negativity in your head. We all fall from grace. We all get older. That does not make us less beautiful. Just makes us seasoned and ready for the world, which I am getting ready for right now. I'm going to do my bronzer next. Where is it? Right here. I'm really digging this Hard Candy Face Off bronzer. It really works good. Like I said, I got this at Walmart on clearance because I think they were just changing their packaging. I hope they didn't change the formulation because this works great. And I just like to put little dots on my face. I don't like to draw lines. I'll go in with this Real Techniques brush. And blend it out to give my face back some color. and dimension. So it doesn't look all white. And you put the bronzer or the contour where the sun naturally hits, and it naturally hits on your forehead. So that's where your skin's going to be a little darker, right here at your temple and right at your cheeks where you put your blush. And you don't want it too dark. You want it to be just a hair. Like, you can even use a foundation that's just a hair too dark if you want to. You know, there's so many different types of ways to do this. So see, it just looks like my hairline's a little bit darker. And that looks good. That's what we want. We don't want harsh lines. We want it to look as natural as possible. And what you're doing when you're putting foundation on is removing your sunspots and your freckles and your scarring from popping pimples, because some of us can't keep our hands off our face. Yeah. Susie, stop it. Stop picking. Talking to you, girl. You know I am. All right. Now, look at how much fun I had in my life. See all that sin under my eyes? We're going to wash our sins away right now. Time to wash your sins away. Anybody ever watch Gothica? God damn, that was a good movie. Scared the bejesus out of me. Jesus, not just Jesus, but Jesus, right out of me. I was like, what the hell? This lady did not do anything wrong. She just woke up in a jail cell, haunted, seeing things. I would have cried in the corner. I would have pissed like a little girl. I'd have been like a little bitch. Somebody help me. What's going on? See how much better that? Look at how easily that just blended out. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I am a ride or die for this NARS concealer, y'all. Love it. It's awesome. Awesome. And I got this at a $10 discount as well on Amazon. So look at your resellers and see if you can get it for a little bit less, because $10 is $10. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Buddy of mine used to say I miss him. When he passed away, they put it on a bumper sticker. He was a good guy. He really was. I was very, very sad when we lost him. But you know, that's life. All right, and since I didn't go in with the super light Caca concealer, I'm going to go in with my Coty Airspun to set. Because as much as this fights against it, and it really does a great job, your makeup will move and crease. If you are like me and you have creasy under eyes, your makeup will crease. That's why you have to set it. Now, a lot of people, especially like my dry skin girlies, don't like powder because it's too dry. Your under eyes, if you moisturize them every night, I moisturize. I am very diligent about that. It's not going to get cakey and crepey with this. With this concealer, it works. I know a lot of people can't stand this because of the smell. If you can handle the smell, this is a very good product. It's talc free. It's $6 for a full ounce. So it lasts you for a long, long time. Now, I haven't tried like the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection because it's like $15, which isn't much when you consider this is $6, that's only $15, right? The problem is you only get 0.2 of an ounce. This is a full ounce. Do the math. Use a calculator if you have to, but that's a ridiculous, ridiculous amount. 2 times 5. So 5 times 15. That's how much an ounce is. This is $6. Do I want to try it for science? I kind of do. I kind of do, because they say it is also a dupe for the Huda Beauty. I haven't done the math yet. I don't know how much you get in the Huda. I would hope an ounce of the powder. The Huda is like 30 bucks, 35 bucks, 40 bucks. But if you get a full ounce, then it's cheaper than the L'Oreal. I mean, you got to think about the math. It's like toilet paper math. You're looking at 16 rolls, but then each roll is double or triple. So then you're getting more than that. So how much is a roll? I don't know, because I can't do toilet paper math. That's what they do to you. Toilet paper math, yeah. Because, oh, sorry, my alarm went off. Because toilet paper math is mathing some shit, man. You know? Whereas this, it will say $104 an ounce when you're buying the 0.2 ounce one. You know, it will literally tell you that. It will legit say, and so you can math the math of ounces. You know, and if you do the Huda and you're only getting half an ounce, still at 40 bucks, it's still cheaper because it's 80 bucks an ounce, whereas the other's 100 and something an ounce. And it's, I don't know, you know, I haven't gotten to the financial area where I can try that out yet, but we are getting there. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Brow time. I'm using the e.l.f. God damn me. Oh my goodness, my broken tooth looks like I'm missing a tooth. Look at that. Damn, I spent a lot of money on these teeth. Shouldn't have broke. It should not have broken. You know, Ulta's 21 Days of Beauties is coming on. And that means that their ABH Brow Wiz is going to be on sale for like 12 bucks. And I think I'll buy one just for old time's sake to replace this bad boy, because I'm putting a pause on buying e.l.f. products for now. I'm not happy with the campaign they went with. I'm not happy with their answer for it. And the fact that I'm not even their demographic and they don't give a shit about my people and my Gen Xers. I'm not happy about. That's bullshit, y'all. Bullshit. That's right. I said it. Now I see my beloved Snoop Dogg is getting heat from the LGBTQ community. You know, because he said children's movies are including LGBTQ stuff in it, the trans thing. I get it. I get what he's talking about, y'all. And I'm a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community. I'm not saying they're bad or anything like that. What I'm saying is children, 5-year-old child does not need to know anything about sex. That should all come with sex ed when they're 13 years old. It should not be in a children's movie. I support Snoop Dogg. 100. He's right. Let the kids be kids. When they grow up and hit that age where their hormones kick in, that's when usually they're like, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's usually when the change happens. Let them be kids. I mean, it's one thing to have like an adult in a children's movie, but To talk about sexual orientation to a 6-year-old child, no, let them be kids. Yes, it's okay. Yes, that's a man. That used to be a man. They go by they. Yes, absolutely. Be woke, but let them be kids. That's all I'm saying. And that's all Snoop's saying. Let them be kids. For Christ's sakes, they don't need sex at 6. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. It's such a slippery slope when you're talking about it. But as a mother and a grandmother, I've got a daughter who is trans, goes by Jeffrey. I've got a daughter who is bisexual. Honestly, I think she's full on, but that's for her to decide. And I love them to death, and I'm so proud of them. And my kids make me so happy. And I'm so grateful that we live in a place, in a state, where they're not going to be harmed for their sexual orientation. I've watched kids fight for that. I've watched my friends get hurt over that. I've seen the backlash and the damage. You know, Matthew Shepard would be proud today of us if he was able to have survived his attackers. I've seen what real hate does. This is not hate. This is simply let kids be kids. That's all that is. It's not anti, it's pause. Let the children be children. And when they're of age, that's when you talk about it. Because you don't do sex ed in kindergarten. You don't do sex ed in 1st and 2nd grade. You do it when their hormones start changing. And when I had sex ed, the kids didn't have the freedom to say, that don't feel right to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they felt like they didn't belong in their skin. They felt like they couldn't share because it wasn't safe. Now, today, it is safe. And it's going to be safe for them. And I hate when people say, why don't we have a straight Pride Month? Because here's the thing. You never had to suffer for being who you are. You were never beaten. You were never spit on. You were never told what you are is illegal. It's against the law. That's why. Now it's okay. Now it's okay for my friends to be who they are. You know, and I stood by them when they took the heat. And I stand by them now. And I think it's beautiful where we've come. I think it's so beautiful that we've come so far. All I'm saying is just like Snoop said, let the kids be kids. When they get old enough and they start to ask questions, that's when you tell them, this is what you're going through. And it's normal. It's just normal. It's just normal. You know? And little kids don't need to, that's not normal for a little kid. It's just not. Little kids need to be little kids, you know. They believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy. And magic. I still believe in magic. I still believe in Santa Claus. I believe that tooth fairy owes me money. I hope I don't get people mad at me for this post, but it's true. You know, we got to be kind, and we got to let children be children. For God's sake, they're only young once. Let them be young. Let them be young. They're going to be of age soon enough. It comes in a blink of an eye. Trust me, I know, because my babies are gone. They're grown up. And they don't want me to hold their hand anymore. And nobody prepares you for that kind of pain. So, let me try to put makeup under my eyes now that I'm tearing up like a big baby. I'm just going in with Born and Raised in between color of purple and pink. I don't try to do all the different colors on my lower lash line because I'm not that talented yet. But notice I said the word yet. My middle child will let me practice on her. She's a sweetheart. They're all sweethearts. They really are. Hey, my eyebrows are almost even. Look at that. Wow. Ember's going to be so proud of Abu. That looks good, people. That looks good. We are smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. We're doing good. I need some blush. But first, my eyes. Gosh, I can't believe I went on an LGBTQ rant. I don't know if I'm going to post this because I don't want people to think I'm anti, because I'm not. I'm just for the children. I'll have to watch this before I post it. All I'm saying is I support Snoop. I think he's right. He's a Gen Xer like me, though. All we're saying is let kids be kids, because we were kids and we were survive or die. If you know, the week ended up on Unsolved Mysteries, and that's the truth. We survived. I know I survived the Night Stalker, for Christ's sakes. You know, Richard Ramirez scared the shit out of everybody for years, and Ted Bundy, the dating game killer. You know, all these things, they weren't scary until they were. And the boogeyman was real. And so today, children are sheltered so much, they're not allowed to go out and play like we did. And it was a good time. We had a good time playing and growing up. I'm telling you, I feel bad for today's generation, because they just don't get to have what we had, which was really cool friendships and really good times. And none of it was being recorded. It wasn't the selfie generation. It wasn't something that you just were. You were just allowed to be. You were just allowed to be alive, you know, and we lived. I remember there was a little mini golf course called Golf and Stuff. And we lived a couple miles from it, I guess. But my cousin and I would walk down the San Gabriel riverbed, and we would take grocery sacks and put them in our pockets. And on the other side, on behind the golf and stuff, was a Driscoll berry farm. And Driscoll's are the big strawberries that are in all the grocery stores. So it's a big strawberry field. And we were little rats, and we snuck under the fence line. I'd hold it up for him, he'd hold it up for me, and we'd climb right under that fence in the dirt, and we'd pick strawberries out there by the fence line until we saw them coming after us. And all the Mexicans would be charging with their axes and their 2x4s, and they'd scream at us, and we'd have our bag full, and we'd scramble under, and we'd run the whole way home. Run, I'm telling you, run. We got a good 2, 3, 4 pounds of berries, and we'd bring it home for the whole family. I think I was 10. But we never got berries because berries were so expensive. But back then, you know, we had oranges in California. Big 20-pound bag of oranges were $3. $3. I'm not kidding. They sold them right off the freeway, right off the goddamn freeway. And they had grocery carts from the grocery store filled with the bags. And my dad would pull over and say, here you go, and, you know, get it from the Mexican. You bet your ass. And these were huge. They were as big as grapefruits, these oranges. I'm not making this shit up. Ask my sister. She'll tell you. It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm not even exaggerating. You know, and now you get these oranges that they call navel, but they're Valencia. They're not navel oranges. They're not big and beautiful. At least not here in Kansas, they're not. And I don't know why we don't get them in Kansas. You know, I mean, that's how I grew up. You know, I didn't grow up with chili and cinnamon rolls. That's here in Kansas. That's not something I'd ever heard of. Biscuits and gravy? What the fuck is that? You know, I grew up in California. But biscuits and gravy, man, that's some good shit. Now you got me talking about food, and this is silly. This video is all over the place today, you guys. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I live up to my shirt, don't I? I'm looking at it going, I can't believe I'm wearing this. It's okay. Albert, it's okay. That's Einstein behind me. He's smart. All right, so what do you think of this look, y'all? Should I do a lip? Yeah, let's do one just for fun. God damn it, e.l.f. has such good products. I've got the $2 lip liner here that works really well. I did that other video the other day, and I couldn't find a good lip liner because it wasn't e.l.f. So now I'm going to be on the hunt for a good lip liner, y'all. That isn't e.l.f. They got me. They got my money for this one, though. I can feel that bump right there on my lip line of that pimple I popped. Sound effects, they help. Close. My lips are becoming so textured. I'm surprised. See, I have a couple of wrinkles. You can start seeing where the shadow right there is. But it's not creasy yet. Now, I've seen Charlotte Tilbury just came out with a new lip product that's supposed to get rid of the lip lines. These ones. And I'm sorry, but you're supposed to have those. Those are not a sign of aging. That's just where your lips gather together and close your mouth so that you don't spit everywhere. To keep foreign objects out of the inside of your body, your lips have to have that wrinkles there. Lips are supposed to have wrinkles. Okay, I'm talking to the new generation. I understand the outside part where you don't want wrinkles. I understand. But in here, it's supposed to be wrinkly. Products today are saying they're going to get rid of that. No, they're not. Because then your mouth won't form a seal, keeping foreign objects out. Welcome to my TED Talk. I want to go with a light color. Oh, where's that pink one? That pink one is so good. Got it. Got it. My Revlon. I don't know what it is. It's number 16. That's cute. That is cute. Then I'm going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss. You better believe it. You better believe it. Oh my goodness. Don't get me wrong. It's a good product. I like the NYX Butter Gloss. I don't like the price. This is 0.2 ounces. It's $10. Now, I cannot read this. I'm sorry I left you alone for a long time. I was just staring, trying to read what this says. How many grams? I think this is, yeah, this is 0.27. This is 0.09. So I guess that's normal for lipsticks to not have that much product in them. Let me see the one I just had, if I can read it. No. This one's the peach. Maybe it's on this. 42. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Where did it go? So 42. So it's almost half an ounce. And this one is like $7. This one is half of the product. You get half as much. This is twice as much product for $7. This is $9. So yeah, it's expensive. Do the math. Math ain't mathin', people. Math ain't mathin'. I prefer a whole ounce of product. So, wow, what a journey we've been on today. Oh my goodness. I need to hurry up and end this video. Face was dry. Don't judge. Milani, make it last. It works pretty good. It's not your all-nighter. It's not your one size. But it does make a difference. When I don't wear it, oh my gosh, it does make a difference. My makeup does last longer with this. And I'm not going to be in the heat today. I'm not going to be in the grill area or anything. So my makeup should last. But I'm going to probably be wearing it till like late tonight. And it's probably going to be running under my eyes. But the foundation is what lasts. It starts to break up right around here where I do a lot of talking and I have a lot of movement in my mouth area. So I will try to keep that touched up today. That being said, thank you all for joining me. Let me put some mascara on. And I really appreciate you. And if you've been here this long, oh my God, I didn't mean to offend anybody, but I just feel like Snoop Dogg's right. And I'm sad about ABH. I don't like to hear bad things in my news that I listen to. We won't talk about Bruno, but his tariffs are messing up my makeup community so bad. And there are new palettes out. I want that new Nomad Salem Witch City palette. Oh my God, that's the most beautiful thing I've seen in a long time, and I'm hoping to get it. And if I get it, I will do a review and of course use it a lot because I use all my palettes a lot. They are very much loved. And yes, it will join my beautiful collection of well-loved palettes. And that being said, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with Snoop Dogg? I agree with Snoop Dogg. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.